emergency. He has got assault police marker.
Vehicle's stopped.
Get it off! Get it off! Give me your hands!
On the floor now!
North Yorkshire's traffic cops.
Crash, 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 crash.
140 mile an hour. How stupid are you?
Driving down crime in England's largest county.
Don't lie to me.
Stone.
Crash.
Across 3,000 square miles.
Your vehicle's been stolen via an ambulance heading towards.
Dealing with danger on the roads.
What the hell are you doing?
Male is trapped in the vehicle upside down.
Under pressure.
Go over there and I will speak to you.
Come on, mate, talk to us.
Out! You're under arrest. Do not move.
And at risk.
Tell me what I can't see.
Right, you're under arrest.
What's up? You've had enough.
That's serious organised crime level. Any more strikes, mate, you're going to go to prison.
Around every corner,
He's going to kill somebody. Why haven't you stopped?
there's a new challenge. For the traffic cops.
Show me your hands! Show me your hands!
Coming up.
Yeah, it's going wrong. He's out.
The young, drunk and drugged.
Get yourself out now! Step out! Step out! Taser!
He's leaving both sides of the carriageway.
On the run.
What are you doing?
Listen to me. Under the limit.
Unwilling to change.
It makes me angry that he's done it twice in a week.
Please.
She said he's taking coke.
He's not reacting.
Wake up!
And fighting for their lives.
We want to make sure that people don't die on our roads.
It's God's country, innit? Let's be fair. Working in a rural force compared to working a metropolitan force. Your roads are much quicker in a rural force, aren't they? Because there's a lot more nationals.
More bigger accidents because you've got 60 instead of crawling bumps, haven't you?
Yeah.
On the western borders of North Yorkshire, traffic cops Sergeant Paul Crabtree and Ben Prosser-Waite are 3 hours into a day shift.
It's not a national park for no reason, is it? It's a bit of a privilege, really.
But as well, there's some responsibility with that. Can't have anybody coming through and
No, that's
using the roads like the racetracks.
56, go ahead.
News comes in that a young driver is suspected of taking his dad's car without consent.
It's on the hot list as well if we get any sightings.
He's failed to stop for police and is wanted.
You just have a look at the suspect.
Yeah, stand by.
His previous was from November.
Reported to be under the influence of cannabis, the young man has been taken into police custody before. Allegedly, he failed to stop for the police another time and is suspected of running away from a vehicle after it was set on fire, though he was not charged or convicted.
That's lovely. You got myself in 1214 in Oscar Romeo 56.
It's a great Volvo S in the traffic area.
Police cameras pinpoint the car being driven through the Dales.
It's sighted towards Richmond.
We'll start making his way up that way.
Hey, thank you.
There's certain triggers as a traffic cop that you listen to and you think, oh no, that heightens the risk. And we know this person may well be intoxicated under the influence of drugs. It heightens the risk to the public and it heightens the risk to himself.
Just confirm for me, ASAP, has Dad had any contact with son? Negative, no contact with son.
The search continues, and there are now 3 police units hunting for it.
Go ahead.
Given these previous and the size of the car, I'd suggest that we go for a box with a stinger.
With that, we've got the added elements of the potential drug driving.
We're going up the back route, the Dales, which is I think the way he's taken, and there are the Zulu Papa units going up, so I think they'll be sufficient for it.
Yeah, Steve.
So we've got firearms units looking for the vehicle.
There's gone.
Yeah, sighting.
Stop by.
We've still got anybody coming in from the other end?
You've got 12 spots. What's your monitor?
Gonna give him some room, mate. Yeah. We're just maintaining a bit of a gap. It's possible that he's not realised that we're in an unmarked car.
That's received.
The speed's currently 80 miles an hour.
with how he's driving and the state that he's in. He's a danger. He's a danger to himself. He's a danger to other road users.
Ooh. He's almost just gone head-on into an oncoming vehicle on a blind brow.
Other cars doing 60 mile an hour and he's doing 70, 80. That's a combined crash head-on at 130 mile an hour. That's going to end someone's life.
But when you can, try and plot some stinger sight.
Yeah, we're going to need one ahead of us heading towards...
Stinger spot on here.
As Ben and Paul prepare to puncture the suspect's tyres,
Romeo 56, just grid us, we've got a stinger pop.
more backup is nearby.
Do you want to go spot?
Yeah. What you want to do is ambush the vehicle. You don't want that vehicle to know that you're going to throw a stinger out in front of it. You want the person to drive over it.
Yeah.
Quite a strong smell of cannabis coming from the vehicle. Almost lost it on the bends.
Is there any vehicles in front of the subject vehicle?
Yeah, XC90 black. I am anticipating he's probably going to go for an overtake on that one though.
The third police car is racing to help bring the vehicle to a stop.
Just tell Foxy when he comes up behind us to chill out with his lights, mate, for us. I think he's slowed right down now. He's obviously not aware of our presence.
So we just confirm on course for the stinger site then?
Yes. So heading towards yourself.
It's an intense feeling because you're waiting for the inevitable. It's coming round that corner. I'm, as a spotter, thinking, please don't lose control and don't come through this wall that I'm hiding behind. But Paul's vulnerable. He's in the middle of a road with a stinger and a car coming towards him that don't want to stop.
And he's gone for the overtake. Stinger sight into the 30s now, did he monitor it?
Stinger site is confirmed.
So I thought him, we're just outside.
Threw a red light on the traffic lights. Stinger deployed, yeah. He's gone over the stinger, stand by.
When you hear that, it's a relief. So now that vehicle's been stung, what we want to do is completely surround that vehicle and bring it to a stop.
Yeah, I've got a front near side deflation, slowing down 30 mile an hour.
The bright blue jacket on.
Right, blue.
Bright blue.
Front's going to go on a minute, mate. Yeah, I can see both front tyres deflated. On before he loses his tyres, I think. Yeah, it's on his rims.
18 from 10. I'm thinking about getting past him. What do you think?
Yeah, just I'm thinking the same. Let's just get this wagon past us on the side, and then we'll get past him. Yeah.
Yeah, you go front, I'll go rear.
Yeah, I think he's lost both front tyres now. So.
With Ben and Paul playing catch-up,
So I'm happy for the box.
Yeah, that's received. Yeah, we're going to have to go for it, mate.
the lead car moves ahead of the suspect, while colleagues close in from behind.
He's out.
Coming up,
It's lost from my view, lost.
the chase turns into a manhunt.
Dog units here.
He's either ran up this hill or he's gone through the field.
Please.
And lives put at risk when a 19-year-old driver crashes head-on into a 40-ton truck.
There's a very strong smell of cannabis coming from it. It's just a scene of utter carnage.
Time for good company. Time for simple pleasures. Président, time for the good life.
At SCS this bank holiday, refresh your home for less. Relax on the Felix sofa, now only $6.95. Or get 25% off the stylish Maisie from the Ideal Home collection for only $8.99. and sink your feet into a new carpet with free fitting. Offers end 30th of May. SCS, helping create the home you love.
Okay, guys, target vault's ahead. He's confirmed inside.
This isn't possible.
Get the key to her financials and personal data. Strike team, go!
Your privacy secured.
Tricky spot, no prob. Like a Bosch. Easy going, perfect job. Like a Bosch. Nice machine, it's full of tricks. Like a Bosch. Strong and nimble, perfect mix. Like a Bosch. No free hand, use your foot. Like a Bosch. Brush comes off, which is good. Like a Bosch. Power made easy, like a Bosch. With the Unlimited 7, our maximum power and unlimited flexibility from Bosch.
I didn't want to get up, I didn't want to eat. Sorry.
Over 50 years of living with pain.
I was told it was just wear and tear. Or maybe it's in your head.
No one was listening. They just looked at me and assumed I was an overly dramatic woman.
Nurofen is committed to help close the gender pain gap with new research and more training for doctors and pharmacists. See my pain, Nurofen.
Watch comfortably. Simba Hybrid Mattress sponsors My 5.
In North Yorkshire.
Yeah, we're going to have to go for it, mate.
After an hour-long search for a suspected stolen car.
He's out!
Police for a young man is on the run in the Yorkshire Dales.
It's lost from my view, lost.
I think if we just...
Dog units here.
If we hold up the river, I think that's our best options.
Traffic cops Ben Prosser Waite and Sergeant Paul Crabtree are among the officers hunting him down.
There's the road with the van on it, there's the river there which we've got covered in between, and he appears to be somewhere in this straight of land here towards that plantation, so it's a case of waiting now.
Along with the dog unit, 5 firearms officers are searching.
He was wearing a coat, however, he seems to have discarded of his clothing. Fella! Get yourself out now! Step out! Step out, taser! Step out of the bin!
Think they found him?
I think we found him.
Hands behind your back. I'll get the cuffs on. Thank you. Right, fella, listen to me. You're currently going to be under arrest on suspicion of stealing a motor vehicle, dangerous driving and failed to stop the police, okay?
Listen, I think you got the wrong guys. There's 4 lads running through here. One guy in a big blue jacket.
Right. That wasn't you, was it? Alright.
And now you grab me. Mate, I was in there meditating. Can you please take my bag? I haven't got nothing on me, man. I've already told you everything I got. There's weed in the bag, that's it. I smoke weed, that's all you got.
Yeah, good job, mate.
Right, keep walking, buddy. Is that the car?
Woo! Can I have some water? Come on, get off me. Get off me.
Mate,
Get off me, come on. Let me just get in myself. Let me get in myself. Excuse me. Let me get in myself.
Listen to me.
No, you can touch me. Okay, just chill out a bit. Just relax it a bit. I don't need to get me out of position. I'm not going to resist. No, I'm resisting with you. Because I ain't resisting with this guy once. Stop twisting my arm. I'm not twisting your arm. Trust me, mate. Wait till I get solicitors on you. What's your name? What's your name? I'm asking you a direct question. Who's in charge of this? Who's in charge? Who's the leader? Who's in charge? Live and direct. I said, who's in charge? Yo! Who's in charge? I am then. Thank you, mate. Alright. How are you? That's all it's happy? Yo!
In his bag where he was hiding there was several of these packets here. And inside was a quantity of green herbal matter that we believe to be cannabis. There's several of them. 2 there that are still sealed. It's a similar feeling inside them as well.
As well as drugs offences, the young suspect could be facing other charges and time in prison.
Just go back and just talk to him a second while I do this. Just open, I don't know.
You're not passing out. I'm innocent.
He's going to go down to Harrogate custody, initially on aggravated taking of the vehicle, the dangerous driving elements of it. He's fit to interview, we'll get that done. 1, front 2. It's only done fronts. Even stood here now, there's just the waft of cannabis coming out of it. And then if we find anything else in the car, we'll put everything to him, see what he's got to say, really.
It's pleasant, this, isn't it?
It is pleasant.
Like recovering a stolen vehicle in the Dales.
Regarding the Volvo, we're going to go to the recovery yard and search it.
The road's challenging enough as it is. For an advanced driver, you've got roads that narrow, you've got junctions coming out, you've got tractors going up and down the country roads. It only takes one corner to get it wrong, and you're putting yourself at danger or the other person at danger.
With more than 1,500 17 to 25-year-olds killed or seriously injured each year, young motorists are some of the most at risk, especially when drink and drugs are involved.
Ring 999.
Yes.
Police, please. Hi, it's just a report accident on the Ring Road.
It's mid-morning on the York Ring Road.
He's not gone out.
A 19-year-old in a Corsa has just smashed head-on into a 40-ton lorry.
On RTC Shipton Road area, York bypass between an HGV and 2 cars. I think one person is trapped in one of the cars and the road is blocked.
I'm just at Bramham, I can go if you want me to.
Nearby, traffic cop Chris Story is one of the first to respond.
So we've just been made aware currently occupants trapped in one of the vehicles, so we'll just head towards and see what the situation is in relation to injuries.
I always fear the worst whenever there's somebody involved in a high-speed collision. We're always going to treat it that somebody potentially is going to die.
Oscar Romeo 13, have we established the level of injury yet?
Just clicked at the end then, but I got pain in his face.
Yes, he comes breathing, speaking to us at the moment.
There's officers with him at the minute, so we'll obviously explore that when we get there.
He is traffic crushed. He has got past, he's completely uninjured.
That's monitored.
Chris, just keep us updated. I'll start making my way down from Blaming.
Also making his way to the scene is traffic cop Sergeant Pete Stringer.
If we work on the worst case scenario and then stand people down.
He'll be investigating the cause of the crash with Chris.
And have we grabbed the markers and his recent arrest, just in case there's anything further in the car?
There's a suggestion just come over the radio about one of the drivers possibly linked to drugs, and that there might be some drugs in his car.
I'm just on 59 now, so is it actually A19 towards the ambulance headquarters?
I've got one opportunity only to gather that evidence that will hopefully lead to either a successful prosecution or, if there has been a fatality, to answering questions of grieving families.
I understand that one of the drivers or one of the witnesses has a dash cam in his car as well, which we'll obviously be keen to look at.
This young lad's obviously taken a massive risk if he is driving after consuming alcohol and drugs, and in the manner in which he's allegedly driving.
In these circumstances, they'll look at cutting him out. I don't think we've decided where he's going yet, though, have we? Whether he's going by ambulance or air ambulance.
What they'll do is they'll get him out, they'll assess him.
Obviously, we do have a concern in relation to him being under the influence of alcohol or drugs.
I could stink cannabis like no business.
Yeah. So we will want a cop with him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We'll let you know.
The driver, of course, has been seen to by the fire and ambulance service. Hopefully we'll get him out soon. via a cut in the roof off the vehicle to be able to get him out nice and safely.
He's deteriorating.
Is he deteriorating? Okay, and we'll make a plan once we get him out.
With his condition getting worse, time is critical. Pete arrives and turns his attention to the HGV.
Morning. Anything you need from me, or...?
I'll come and find you,
Okay.
With any collision where an HGV is involved, the final outcome isn't good. The two coming head-on together, one being a small hatchback car, one of them being a 44-tonne goods vehicle, makes it a potentially 100-mile-an-hour plus collision.
It's just a scene of utter carnage that's going to take quite a while to clear up.
The truck driver has been seen by medics and left the crash site.
Keys are out of it. Yeah, handbrake's on.
The driver did sustain a fractured thumb, probably from holding onto the steering wheel trying to regain control of his vehicle. He must have been going through absolute hell.
While the lorry's size protected its driver from serious harm, the Corsa driver's injuries are still being checked.
That's it, squeeze them really tight.
Got to think first and foremost about the driver's welfare.
Have we asked for a drug wipe, Chris?
No, we've not got that far. If we, I was just going to let him get assessed, but if we can, we'll do a saliva and breath test here.
Just going into the ambulance.
When did you do it?
You can see the alcohol container in there, but I was looking for drugs.
Obviously, there's what could be mistaken for a dealer bag on the driver's seat, and obviously down in there, I mean, they do look to be empty, in fairness. Although there's a very strong smell of cannabis coming from it.
With signs of possible alcohol and drug use, Pete speaks to the passenger.
Hiya. Just been told that you were a passenger in the vehicle. Been checked over by paramedics?
Yep.
Feeling all right, apart from shaking up?
Yes.
Is it your partner, your boyfriend that's driving?
Is that person there?
Yeah, well, you... No. No, family friend or...?
No, just a friend.
Just a friend, OK. And where have you been this morning?
My friend's house.
And where's it? This is like pulling teeth, is this? This is like having a conversation with my teenager.
He was coming back from anything.
And do you know what happened at all? Did you see it, hear it?
Yeah.
What happened?
He just crashed into the lorry.
He just crashed into the lorry.
Well,
Any reason why he crashed into the lorry?
I don't know.
Distracted by anything?
No.
Doing anything you shouldn't have been doing? That you're aware of?
No.
OK.
As the young driver is treated, Pete receives an update.
She said he's taking coke.
Yeah.
Because he keeps having episodes of not breathing, which is, I think,
OK.
because of drugs.
Yeah.
Is he conscious?
Put that arm on there. Can you open your eyes for me?
Can you hear me? He's not reacting.
Grab the oxygen. Wake up!
They're going to take him by ambulance to Leeds. Have you done the procedure before in hospital? We have.
With an officer on his way to hospital to arrange a blood test, Chris explores how the driver lost control.
We need to establish why is the Corsa on the wrong side of the road. There could be a number of reasons. Has he gone for an overtake? Has he had a medical episode at the wheel? There's drugs paraphernalia found in the car and the vodka bottle. There could be a number of factors as to why he's there.
Just having a quick look at the point of impact. We've got markings here, which are kind of straying in this direction, and then a long, what appears to be a tyre mark here. As you can see, there is quite a significant indentation into the road there, so that's the actual point of impact. So we can see that he was obviously on the wrong side of the road. He's obviously just made a bad decision, and that's probably coupled with whatever's in his system, which is yet to be determined. We can look at getting the road back open. You know, it's going to be putting people out of the way, so we'll look at getting it open as soon as we can. The most recent update from the hospital is that the driver's in and out of sleep, apparently, which could be to do with a number of things, obviously medical, or whether he's under the influence of some drugs still, and which just kind of shows, obviously, that he shouldn't have been driving in the first place, what we strongly suspect.
Fortunately, we've got some dashcam footage, we've got a number of witnesses that have seen his manner of driving and things like that, so it really helps us to support our investigation.
Coming up, more young drivers putting lives at risk.
If you take a chance like that, you're going to kill somebody.
And police cameras
That's it. Contact.
lead the traffic cops to a repeat offender.
Don't drink drive twice in the same day.
Positive again.
Tricky spot, no prob. Like a boss. Easy going, perfect job. Like a boss. Nice machine, it's full of tricks. Like a boss. Strong and nimble, perfect mix. Like a boss. No free hand, use your foot. Like a boss. Brush comes off, which is good. Like a Bosch. Power made easy, like a Bosch. With the Unlimited 7, our maximum power and unlimited flexibility from Bosch.
When life moves this fast, it can cause headaches. So it helps to have pain relief that moves fast too. Nurofen Express liquid capsules have a liquid core and start to get to work in 8 minutes and last for up to 8 hours. Nurofen Express. Leave your pain to us.
Time for inspiration. Time for indulgence. Président. Time for the good life.
The asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs was scarcely more of a hit. The Book of Mormon, now playing the West End. Tickets on sale now.
Get set for summer at B&Q with 20% off garden furniture, 20% off barbecues, and 20% off outdoor plants. So you can chill, grill, and fill your garden with colour for less. Shop in-store at DIY.com or on the B&Q app. You can do it.
Watch comfortably. Simba Hybrid Mattress sponsors My 5.
Oscar Sierra 15, just confirm you've got ambulance en route.
Across the country, drunk and drugged under 25s are a growing problem.
A member of the public has come across a vehicle on its side in the hedge. Driver seems intoxicated.
And it's at night that the traffic cops catch many of these young drivers behind the wheel.
Are you buying?
Oh no, you're buying. It's yours.
Oh right, yeah.
We get lots of reports from members of the public. We do face an issue with drink and drug drivers who are younger.
19th of the 10th, 22.
They think, oh, it's just a drive home, it's just a drive around the corner.
How come you parked there today?
If you take a chance like that, you are going to get caught or you're going to kill somebody.
There's that massive owl then. Massive owl on the side of the road. Took off. You don't be looking over at fields.
It is nice when you're driving around and you see stuff like that.
Yeah.
PC Mike Rowan is starting a night shift with colleague Carl Barnes. In the control room, an urgent call comes in.
A vehicle's driving up down very fast round the road. Just fail with the hood up looking. Just en route. A member of the public has phoned in to say that there's a car currently outside the house which is driving up and down the road like a maniac. We haven't got any vehicle details at the moment apart from it being a silver Ford Fiesta.
There's always a bit of excitement whenever a job like that's gone off. It's what we joined the job to do, catch people like that.
So we don't know whether it's stolen, we don't know if it's a drink driver, so we're not too far away, so hopefully we'll find them.
Also racing to where the car was last seen are Sergeant Julian Pearson and PC Matt Harvey.
Yeah, I just want some contact information here. Go on.
5574 plate silver Fiesta is towards Monkfryston.
Up ahead, Julian's caught up with the suspect vehicle.
Vehicles all over the road. It's some of the units, please. Dozens of the vehicles will be failing to stop. There's minutes units, please.
Matt's not far behind.
Romeo 24, I get to Selby Park as a stinger.
Thank you.
The third unit is also speeding its way towards the suspect car.
It is all over the road.
You might expect somebody in that state just be walking out your local pub at 3 o'clock on a Friday night, not in a car driving through Hambleton Village.
It is weaving both sides of the carriageway.
We have to get this vehicle stopped right now, because if it continues, it's going to crash.
It should hopefully work out because there's 2 traffic units, like myself included, en route from this side of the village, and there's another unit heading in from the opposite side.
It's committed back towards Monkfryston.
I'll come out with Stinger, Sarge.
Yeah, that's received.
You've just hit the curb.
As Julian continues the pursuit, Mike and Matt prepare their stingers.
A63 just outside of Monkfryston.
Yes, mate, this is us.
Over the railway line, connect the junction. Just past the junction to the near side. Come back. Vehicle is strong, vehicle is strong. The vehicle is now failing to stop.
Despite a successful sting, Julian still needs backup.
Well, there's a stinger out somewhere. Just be mindful coming in with Thatch Cottage.
Yes, we are en route to you.
Vehicle is failing to stop. Failing to stop. It's pulling over to the near side. Just pull it to the box here, please. Papa 7, is it boxed in? Is it stopped?
Good, Kate. How old are you, mate?
21.
Have you had a drink? Because I can smell drink on you.
No, I haven't.
Right, because listen to me.
I'm under the limit.
Because of the manner of your driving and because I can smell alcohol on your breath, I'm going to require you to provide me with a specimen of breath. All right. One continuous breath until I tell you to stop. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going.
He immediately struck me as being drunk. You could smell it. There was such a strong smell of alcohol in the air, which is all the more concerning considering he was behind the wheel of the car.
So you failed the roadside breath test. So you've blown 77 at the roadside, the legal limit is 35. So at this point you are arrested for driving a motor vehicle while over the prescribed limit. Mate, keep your hands where I can see them. The keys are on the dashboard there. So I'll take care of them in a second.
What are you doing?
Keep your hands up there. You can't smoke either, mate.
Got an update for you. The suspect does have previous. He was arrested for drug driving 2 days ago.
Right, mate. You're going to pop you in the back of here. Yeah. And you're going to get taken to York. Yeah.
When you hear news that he's done it twice in a week, it makes me angry because this isn't just one offence. This isn't just a thing, I've had a bit to drink and I'm just going to go out for a drive. He's had a tough day or something like that. He's done it twice in a week. This is becoming a habit which needs to be stopped.
How many tires have I got? Let's have a look.
I think 2,
Both
3.
this side.
I think
3.
3
out of 4. Just going through there, mate.
In custody, Matt Harvey and traffic cop Pete Allison prepare the driver for further tests.
Right, this way, my friend. Have yourself a seat there.
Sweet too.
Sit yourself down. I warn you that failure to provide either of these specimens will render you liable to prosecution. Do you agree to provide 2 specimens of breath for analysis?
Liable to prosecution of what?
If you don't provide a specimen of breath, you're liable to prosecution for fail to provide.
Yeah, sweet, I'll do it.
Right, so when you're ready, I'll hold that tube. Yeah. So remember, one big fill your lungs full of air, and then one continuous breath until I tell you to stop. Keep going, keep going. That's it, mate. Fantastic. Stop there. Right, if I can just show you these then. So it's taken 2 breath tests from you. The first one is 75 and the second one is 73. So that confirms you are over the limit.
Having blown twice the legal limit, the man faces his second charge of the week.
Go on, in you go, man. So the plan from here is get your head down if you wish. You're going to be with us for the night, and in the morning, yeah, by the time that alcohol needs to leave your system, so it's probably going to be the morning. Take care.
How you doing? You all right?
In the police waiting area.
I'll just see if I can get access to this room, and then we'll go through there and have a chat with you.
The 19-year-old driver involved in the serious crash with the HGV is waiting to have a voluntary interview. To prepare, Chris Story reviews witness dashcam footage.
Dashcam footage is obviously just absolute gold dust for us. It's brilliant. It's what we want to see.
So the footage shows the heavy goods vehicle driving on the right side of the road, not doing anything wrong, driving along at quite a steady speed. And then all of a sudden you see the collision with the Corsa as it kind of spins out down the road. And the goods vehicle, it kind of takes a sudden turn to the near side, travels into the field. So it shows us that the heavy goods vehicle's on the right side of the road, it's not doing anything wrong. The Corsa is on the wrong side of the road. So we just want to basically see what his account's going to be. That's it, grab a seat that side for me. Perfect. Do you want to tell me what happened? And why is that you can't remember? Oh, right, okay.
The suspect denies taking any drugs or consuming any alcohol prior to the collision.
He's not really giving an account other than saying that he can't remember it, really. Just completely blanking the idea of him knowing anything about the collision happened, why he was on that side of the road.
While Chris waits for the results of the blood tests, the young man is free to get back on the road.
I would like to think that within the space of 2 weeks, being arrested and also being involved in a serious road traffic collision would be more than enough to give anybody the absolute wake-up call. It's time for serious change, isn't it? He's certainly young enough to make changes now, so I hope that going forward he does.
Coming up,
A drug driver with lock-in release from custody.
another young driver.
We've got somebody that's been told not to get back into his vehicle and has just completely ignored that information.
Faces a second arrest in the space of a few hours.
Gonna probably fail this, you know that, don't you?
I really hope not.
The Book of Mormon is the killer whale of comedy, which exempts nobody. The Book of Mormon, now playing the West End. Tickets on sale now.
Take control of your tan. Discover Dove's deeply moisturizing, fast-absorbing self-tan that lets you choose the level of your tan. Dove Gradual Self-Tan Collection.
Come on, get your motor running.
You just head on the highway.
Looking for some tacos.
And whatever comes our way.
Start your California road trip at visitcalifornia.com.
This is Sky Glass, the TV from...
Isn't it just a smart TV?
No, it's a smarter TV.
How's it smart?
It's got Sky inside, so no more going in and out of apps. All your shows are in one place.
Anything else?
Yeah, there's a 4K screen and a 360 Dolby Atmos soundbar built in. So you don't need this, these, or those remotes. You can use your voice.
Thing is, I can't have a Sky dish.
You don't need one. It all works over Wi-Fi!
That's smart.
No, it's smarter. Sky Glass. Smarter than a smart TV.
New Dettol Protect 24. It doesn't just kill germs, it keeps killing germs. Touch after touch. Touch after touch, lasting germ protection for your surfaces with Dettol Protect 24.
Are you sitting comfortably? Simba Hybrid Mattress sponsors My 5.
It's pub closing time. Sergeant Rich Harrison and traffic cop Mark Davey are on the lookout for young, drunk or drugged drivers.
Keep accelerating to the red light, mate. Good idea. Oh, light's red.
The new generation see it socially acceptable to drug drive. They don't think there's anything wrong with having a couple of joints and getting in the car. Drug driving is as dangerous as drink driving.
Still in York?
Yes, yes.
There's a drug driver we locked up earlier in Scarborough. He's been released from custody. He's now travelling back to West Yorkshire.
Go ahead.
Silver 5 Series.
Yeah, 10-4.
He's apparently uninsured as well.
Yeah, received. Rich, we're just ahead here, Craig and I. Do you want to plot up somewhere?
Yes, we'll shout you up when we're ready to shoot.
10-4.
Nearby, traffic cop Mark Patterson is providing backup.
We've not got somebody that's trying to just drug drive under the radar. We've got somebody that's been told not to get back into his vehicle and has just completely ignored that information.
That's it.
That's it.
I think the vehicle's passes opposite direction.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, contact with subject vehicle. Committed, westbound.
Unable to tell how many occupants are inside the vehicle. Speed 60.
The second police car is now right behind Rich and Mark.
Near side indication, stand by.
Stop. Hey, thank you.
Just do us favour to jump out. Step over here for us. You know what's coming in?
Yeah, I do.
Lovely. Just stand up here then to sort out the flow of traffic. I'm just going to reverse car back.
Just walk down to this car. So go on and talk me through what's happened tonight then.
So basically me and girlfriend come out for a drive. I had a smoke at about 7 o'clock after work.
Tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what we talked, 7 o'clock we're talking 8 hours ago?
Yeah. I drove here, like I say, got pretty much to Scarborough right roundabout on front. One of your colleagues got behind me, followed me all the way along. I pulled up, obviously we're going to roll a fag, go for a little walk with girlfriend. Obviously they've asked if I had anything in the car. I admitted to having a grinder. I searched the car, obviously the cotton car come out with no insurance, which I'm genuinely shocked about.
So you've not been paying your insurance for 3 months?
Yeah, pretty much.
Right, so so I believe, probably you believe you're not insured then?
Oh no, that's pending, yeah, but I've insured the car now for cover just to get it home. Right. I found out that I'm not insured when I've got there. So it is covered now. I've got the email to get me home.
We'll deal with that after.
I suspect you still cannabis in your system. Yeah. Was it one of these you did before, or was it a big machine?
No, it was a machine at station.
Right. Same on your right cheek.
I've got a jacket on back seat of the car. They chance to grab it. Just a blue one, mate.
So when you were released from custody tonight, what was your advice?
Basically, advice recommended not to drive. The chap behind the counter who booked me in, he said I'm still able to drive, but obviously...
Say again, you're still what?
Still able to drive.
So you've been told tonight, when you've left custody, that you're still okay to drive?
Yeah, but they recommended not to, purely because obviously the cannabis.
You're going to probably fail this, you know that, don't you?
I really hope not.
So, I mean, the information that we've got is that you said that someone was coming to collect you.
No one was going to try and arrange someone to come collect us.
What I'm trying to say is, 2 sides to every story.
Yeah.
I'm assuming the police officers at Scarborough believe that you've got someone to come and collect you.
Well, no, they let us walk out of the
Yeah, they would have let you walk out because
we told them we're going to go to a hotel.
So you haven't?
No.
Right, so they think you've gone to a hotel, do they?
Yes.
Right, now we're getting somewhere, thank you. Because
I'll be honest, mate.
Well, we weren't quite there a minute ago. A minute ago, you got told to go get in your car and drive home.
Having driven 90 miles to Scarborough uninsured, it's suspected the driver was trying to get home before his 2-hour insurance runs out.
As we suspected, you're positive again.
Oh, you're kidding?
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't even, I'll be honest, like, next
So,
to odds, but...
as a result of that, no under arrest, especially with drug driving. What's going to happen is we're going to go to York custody this time.
Like, obviously, all I'm thinking about now, that car's obviously going to be not insured in a couple of hours, isn't it? It's going to be left on the road.
But you're not having the keys this time.
No.
We're having the keys.
That's fine.
You're a risk. You'll be staying in as long as we can keep you in.
Once again, the young man will undergo a further drug test at the station.
Don't drunk drive twice in the same day.
No, I thought after a few hours, mate, I'll be honest, I thought...
Yeah, but you've advised you. They'll have said to you when you leave, they'll have said, don't get back in your car. And what have you done?
All right, okay.
Right. Unbelievable.